Hey, Shalom Markins, Rakam from Jim Eston, and giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chachwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful elect, push this truth in all sincerity. Back again with another video, and again, we're watching prophecy unfold on a daily basis, right? And in this current year, we're witnessing the turning up of the heat out there in the Middle East. Okay, in terms of this conflict, okay, that's you know bound to take place. Okay, pursuant to prophecy, the scriptures, and yeah, man, things are heating up there. It's getting more and more busy, more and more chaotic down there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, right, which is down there in the Middle East, and this is where all this conflict is taking place. Okay, where the world's armies are going to be drawn into, right? Because even though things are going on between Israel and Iran and and so on and so forth, it's drawing these bigger nations into the fray. Okay, i.e., the US and Russia. Okay, drawing them to clash. Okay, which is the big one, the one that everybody's been trying to avoid. The US and Russia, fighting a proper war. You know, because up until now it's been nothing but a cold war. And all this is pursuant to Matthew 24. Wars and rumors of wars, right? Everybody's kind of been avoiding this confrontation between the two big sides, the US and Russia, and their respective allies. Because once them two clash, it's annihilation. It's complete devastation. And bearing in mind, you know, after World War One and Two, okay, against Nazi Germany, right? That was horrific, right? And people, never wanted to go back to that era, and so things were scary, during the Cold War, with the Cuban Missile Crisis and all this kind of stuff. They thought nuclear attacks were on the way, but the spirit quelled down, and things went back to you know life with less tension between the two sides. Okay, agreements and treaties were being made, and non-nuclear proliferation, treaties and all this kind of stuff, the red button and all that kind of business, right? It seemed like things were gonna be okay, right? But now we're coming back into a time where these tensions have intensified, right? And these conflicts are drawing these nations together, in order to fight. And it's the Most High that is organizing this. Okay, it's all about bringing those two sides together. Babylon, Babylon the Great, right, and Gog and Magog. Right, it's about bringing those two together to fight, and it's these conflicts here in the Middle East in the Valley of Jehoshaphat that's going to bring them together. Okay, and produce this World War III. Okay, that's how it's gonna, how it's gonna escalate. Okay, so things are getting more and more heated here, as what's been going on recently. Kind of started off with the whole, the tea attack on Israel, and now their conflict against the Palestinians, and now Iran are doing things, and they're shooting this down, and doing all these kind of crazy shit, right? Even getting Pakistan involved, and who else they hit Syria as well, and Iraq, right? Because of these groups that are there. Yeah, there's a lot of shit going on, right? And this is spiraling out of control. It's getting wider and wider. Okay, bringing more and more people into this. Okay, but this is where the Lord wants you, man. He wants you down here, man. Okay, He wants you down here in this Middle Eastern area to destroy all of you. Bring all your armies down there so the Lord can destroy you and crush you. Right, that's what the Lord is doing. Okay, that's why these events are taking place down there. This is why this place is such a hot spot, man. Fuck Russia, Ukraine. This is the hot spot. Okay, the Valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, and we got a few. You know, can I zoom in? Yeah, I can zoom in on this, right? So I'll just, this is from, these images from the sun, and they're just documenting shit that's been going on. You got the Houthis involved, and you got all these different groups involved, man. Okay, but you see this box, this little red box down in the corner. Yeah, the center of that is where this war is. It's going to intensify. All right, see here, right? You know, so it's to no surprise that this is all happening in this region, because, like I said, this is all prophecy. Okay, this is the valley of Jehoshaphat. Okay, uh, okay, America involved, right? They're what was it? They had sea vessels right? They were attacking certain um shit, man. What was it? Certain tankers and stuff like that, right? They were being blockaded and stuff like that. So they were getting involved because of that, and it's bringing a wider conflict, man. All right. So let's get this from Joel chapter 3 and verse 2. It says, I will also gather all nations. Right, this is the Most High speaking, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, okay, which is there in the Middle East, right? And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, for they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. Right, I'm going to jump down to verse 9. Right, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, okay, among the nations. Prepare war. That's what all these men are doing, man. That's what they've been doing, preparing for this conflict. And now, the NATO commander chief or whatever his rank was, right, is telling everybody they should be, preparing themselves for a conflict with Russia. Gog and Magog in the scriptures, right? They should stock up on batteries and flashlights and radios or whatever, food and mentally prepare yourself for a war. Okay, which inevitably is World War III. Okay, that's prophesied in the scriptures, man. And this isn't Nazi Germany fighting with primitive. I say primitive, but primitive aircraft and bombs and stuff like this, man. The technology they have now is highly advanced compared to that, and much more destructive. Right? This isn't going to be that type of war. It's going to be a far more devastating. You know, you're fighting the Red Army, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not fighting Germany. Okay, and so things are going to be terrible. Okay. It says, prepare war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears, let the weak say I am strong. Right, these especially these Middle Eastern nations, right? These weaker nations, right? They're not really on the level to really take it to America, right? But they've been gathering equipment and training and all that kind of stuff. They've been allying themselves with, stronger individuals like Russia, okay, China, right? And they've been preparing themselves to fight this conflict, right? They've getting Iran's been getting their nuclear power up and running and that kind of stuff, right? And so they've prepared themselves, or preparing themselves, right? Russia have invested heavily into their missile technology, okay, where they don't have like many aircraft carriers or many fighter jets as America do. They got advanced missile technology, man, and defense technologies, okay, that could render these American militaries useless. You know, certainly cheaper, right? Certainly cheaper, right? But we'll see. But we know the outcome of this war and what it's going to mean, right? Because America is going to be defeated ultimately. All right, everybody's going to suffer severe casualties. That's for sure. But America is going to, receive the greatest, damage, destruction. Okay, casualties, man, because America, the land of America, is going to be destroyed. Okay, by thermonuclear fire. All right, so only America is going to take the big L in all of this, even though all these nations are going to be taking L's, because there ain't going to be no winners really, for any of these nations, right? Only the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to be the victor of all of this, and the Israelites. Okay. It says, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, gather yourselves together round about. Thither call thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Right? So where are they being gathered? They're being gathered to here. Okay, let them come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. So they're all being gathered into this Middle Eastern region here. Okay, around Israel, around Iraq and Syria, and, you know, Saudi Arabia. It's all going to be going down here. You know? It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. Right? I mean, they've gathered the grapes, right? You've bundled it all in. Right? You're ready to squash them. Right? And these armies are going to get squashed. You're going to mutually destroy each other. That's the Lord's will. Right? So the grapes have been gathered. Okay? So put you in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision, right? Soon to come. Right? This is the valley of the Lord's judgment. That's what Jehoshaphat means. Jehoshaphat. Okay, Yahweh's judgment. Okay? And that's what's, beginning to take place over there. Okay, they're being gathered together. And when it's time, when they've all been gathered there, the number that the Lord wants, right? When they've been gathered there, the Lord is going to crush them in this war, right? Because they're going to destroy each other. Okay, like I said, however many men and women that are going to be drafted to go fight this war, however many the Lord wants there to be destroyed, is however many is going to be there, right? But it's going to be a lot, right? Because they're going to have to throw bodies at this war, man. Okay, and that's all they're going to be, corpses. Okay, they're going to be dead. You ever watched Saving Private Ryan, and what it was like for them to mat up on the beach? Just to get to the beach, man would just drop in dead because of the machine gun fire. They need to get past it, and they had no other way to get past it other than just to send bare bodies out there and hope one gets through. A few didn't get through, but a lot of people dropped dead on the way to doing that. And they never contributed nothing in that fight. They just died. Decoys. that's what they became, decoys for someone else to get through. And that's all they said. They never bust one shot. Never killed one German or Nazi or nothing. They never did nothing. So, yeah, man. It's just going to be a lot of dead bodies everywhere, man. It's going to be crazy. All right. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. Because it's the Lord. The thing is, this is what we don't understand. The Lord has enemies, man. The Lord don't love everybody. Right? The Lord hates his enemies. Just like we hate our enemies, man. Okay? When the Christians speak about loving your enemy, it's not talking about the other nations. Well, they don't teach that anyway, but it's talking about your Israelite neighbor, that comes into the truth. You can't hate your enemies, right? But we can hate our actual enemies, these other nations. We can hate them. And the Lord hates these guys, right? And that's why the Lord is bringing them down. Come on down, right? Come on down to this war, man. I've got something for you, man. You like all this violence? Fine. Come. Okay, you can see, you can, get a real experience down there, man. Right? The Lord is rising up to the prey, to devour them, to destroy them, right? So for my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation. Okay, his righteous anger. Right? The Lord don't act like the heathen. Okay, don't get it. You guys got it twisted, man. The Lord does not love the heathen, man. These are his enemies, man. Why would he love the nations that enslaved his children? How does that make any sense? The Lord don't love. They're enemies, man. Just like they're just the same as they're our enemies. So even all my fierce anger for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. All right. Yeah, man. It ain't gonna be pretty. It's Revelation chapter 16, verse 16. And he gathered them together into a place called, in the Hebrew tongue, Armageddon, Armageddon. Okay, mountain of troops. Right? Because there's going to be a whole lot of troops there, man, from all these different nations, man. gathered there. Okay, that is the war of Armageddon. Grab this. Is Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. Right, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Right, this isn't going to be no conventional war. Like, this is not ancient warfare. Right, like I mentioned, World War One and Two. Even that is going to look again primitive compared to what's going to be going on, in this time, in this era. Right, technology is far more advanced than that time. Okay, level of destructive power that these nations have is far greater. Okay, we've got drones, we've got all kinds of chemical weapons, nuclear weapons, and you know, um, you know, what's that? Well, you got laser, you got laser weapons now. You got all kinds of shit going on, man. Fucking rail guns. If they brought those into service, they got fucking all kinds of shit, man. That are just far greater than just the guns that they had in World War Two and the planes and the bombs that they had in World War Two. Just drop a bomb on something. That's all primitive shit compared to what they got now. But even that, this is speaking about ancient warfare with swords and bucklers, man. Okay, war's not fought like that no more, right? War's not fought like that no more. Okay, this is why this is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. It's going to be like tons of explosions and you know what I'm saying? Like you're not fighting. Okay, people are just dying. You know what I mean? People are just getting blown up and shit. You know, everything's like tanks and all that kind of stuff. You're not fighting men no more. It's not men versus men now. It's man versus machines and shit. It's machine versus machines and just hellfire from above and bro, it's crazy, man. That's why these men just get shell shocked and shit, and they get PTSD and they can't operate no more in society. They're just all fucked, man, because it's just fucking traumatic. At least back in the day with the swords and shields, man, it came down to the skill of the user, and if the Most High is with you, give you that bit of luck, you survive the battle, But you see your enemy, man. You might get hit with a straight arrow, but it's better than getting hit with fucking bombs and shit. You know what I mean? Because even if a bomb don't hit you, man, just the fact it exploded near you or some shit, it fuck you up, man. Fuck your hearing up, fuck everything, your eyes up. It's all fucked up, man. It's more honorable, back then. Man had to train, like proper train. You don't need to train to drop no bomb. Oh look, I can fly a drone and just tap the button like they're playing fucking Call of Duty. But no, real warriors on the battlefield, man. Like I said, it's not the same. It's not the same as it once was before. It's like what's that called? A Call of Duty game, Advanced Warfare. So Advanced Warfare, man, it's different. Right, so for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, right? The clashing of the swords and the shields and the armors and all that kind of stuff, right? And garments rolled in blood, right? Because you be drenched, you be slaying man on the battlefield, taking man's necks off and all that kind of stuff. You be drenched with blood, right? Instead, you got man with the guns, they're for like, hundreds of meters away or whatever. Sniper rifle getting shot, it's not the same. But they're clean. All right, the garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. Right, like I said, Russia been advancing their missile technology, man. They take man out. They got zircon missiles and hypersonic missiles and all kinds of shit, ballistic missiles, all that stuff, man. It's Jeremiah 49 verse 20. It says, "Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord, that he hath taken against Edom, and his purposes that he hath proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out." Right, and this is talking about these Amalekites, okay, these small hats, right? Again, this conflict is basically based around the nation of Israel, okay, and the people that are in the nation of Israel, because they're not the Israelites, right? But they're causing this conflict to occur in the Middle East, right? And they're giving no fucks right now, man. They ain't talking about peace. They ain't talking about no solutions, man. They want to take out their enemies, and Iran's in the same mentality. They want to take out their enemies, man. And so they're drawing all these other players in, into this conflict. Okay, Bibi don't want no peace. He just wants to annihilate, man. you know, and what is he gonna receive? He's gonna receive annihilation. You know, but the least of the flock shall draw them out. Okay. That's why, it's woke up the bear. The bear's gonna come down. USA gonna come in. China gonna come in. NATO, they're gonna have to come in. Because wherever America goes, NATO must follow. Right. So this is what is gonna bring around this great conflict. This is Ezekiel 38 verse 2. So, son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him. And say, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal. And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and will bring thee forth and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, even all of them handling swords, right? Weaponry, right? Military equipment, right? But it's this mentality that's changed, right? Like I mentioned, at the Cold War, after the Cold War, things kind of died down, and they seemed more what's the word, man? Cooperative, right, for peace and that kind of stuff. All this threat of violence, kind of died down. But that spirit's been changed again, and then the Most High put hooks into their jaws and pulled them back, okay, into this mindset, right, preparing themselves for war with their nemesis, okay, the US. Right? It says verse 5, Persia and Ethiopia and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. Okay, these are allies of Russia, of Gog and Magog, right? Gomer and all these bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all these bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company. And this is the reason why Russia's been helping out these other nations, man, these weaker nations, providing them with training, providing them with equipment, missile defense systems, and that kind of stuff, and proxy armies, man. They're bolstering up their proxy armies, right, to defend themselves, man, without actually getting directly involved in these, wider conflicts with the West. So Russia's been protecting these guys, okay, while they've been developing, their technology, right? Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. Okay, so that's what's been going on. This is what the Lord's been doing. Right? Revelation 20 verse 8. Start from 7. When the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. Right? This is talking about Esau, okay, being released out of the Caucasus, right, and being released back into power. From the time of the Renaissance period. Right? And it says verse 8, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, right? Because this is what he's been doing since he's been back in power. He's been deceiving the whole earth, putting up lies, spreading lies, spreading false doctrines and philosophies. Okay? Right? To which end? It says, which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle. Right? So this is what's been happening, and this conflict is fated, it's destined. Okay, it's the will of the Heavenly Father. World War III is the will of the Heavenly Father. And that's why we don't shun it, man. We don't, shy away from it. Like we want it to come, bring it now. Do it now, right? We want it to happen. Because then all the rest of it can be fulfilled. All the rest of the Lord's will can be performed. Which is the salvation of the elect of Israel and the establishing of Yahweh Shai and his kingdom on earth. That's what we want. So we're not afraid of these things. Okay, we want these things to happen. Right? This is the will of the Heavenly Father. The fact that millions, billions of people are going to die, right, is the Most High's will. Okay? So we're not trying to prevent shit. Right? This earth is wicked, man, and the wicked are going to be destroyed. All right? So yeah, it says that Gog and Magog to gather themselves to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. right? So this conflict is it's all written down. Okay. Revelation 11 verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. Okay, and this will be the last war, man. The third world war will be the last war to take place on the earth. Okay, at the end of this, man, order is going to be restored. Yahushua is going to be here, and he's going to rule over the earth, and there's going to be no more conflict. There's going to be no more wars. Okay, this will be the last one, right? Because all of this is just a testament to how foolish men are. Mankind is, and that people on earth, especially, these heathens, they're not suitable or not fit for rulership in the earth. They're not fit to guide mankind. Okay, that's why the Lord picked a people, okay, his children, to be rulers over the earth, beginning with his son Yahushua. They're the rightful rulers, and they're the ones that are fit to rule the earth and guide, mankind in the way they should go, because they've been given the law, statutes, commandments, man. And once that's established and is being enforced, the world is going to be a lot better. A lot better. It's going to be a lot better place for everything and everyone in it, right? And this is what the realization is going to be. Okay, when this is all said and done, because mankind, they don't know what the fuck they're doing, man. Okay, they're just destroying everything, especially under Esau. They're just destroying everything, man. Okay, and this needs to stop. All right, so the Lord's going to judge them and destroy them in this World War III and establish his son as ruler over the earth. Okay, that's what needs to be done. Okay, I'm going to get this in Psalms 110, and then we'll close out with this. Verse 5, the Lord at thy right hand shall strike through kings in the day of his wrath. He shall judge among the heathen. He shall fill the places with the dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. Okay, this is Yahushua. That's what he's gonna do, man. But up to that point, the World War III is gonna kill a lot of people, man. There's gonna be dead bodies everywhere. The slain of the Lord shall be many. There's gonna be a hell of a lot of death around this earth, man. And there's more people on this planet than there's ever been. Right? For this sole purpose. For everyone to receive their judgment. Some have already passed away and that kind of stuff and received their lot for this generation. But a lot of people are here to receive judgment, man. That's why there's like 8 billion people on the planet right now to receive judgment. All right, some of them are going to perish. Some of them are going to get put into slavery. Okay, some of them, the elect of Israel, are going to be delivered from this judgment, this destruction. All right. So that's all. Like I said, it's all in the will of the Heavenly Father. This is his plan, and everything's going according to his plan. And so we just sit and we watch. We wait for it to unfold, but eventually, inevitably, okay, this is where we're going to end up. Okay, in the World War III, and the MOTB that's going to be here. Okay, these people are going to take that, right? That's where we're going to end up being, man. And those are going to judge those that take that MOTB. All right. So with that, I'm gonna say Shalom. Lord, this has been edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. So till next time, I say Shalom.